Care for a drink, senor?
Not really. I'm looking for some sort of accommodation. Do you offer any?
Did you happen to see a vagrant's welcome sign above the door or what? Hey, this is a fine restaurant, comprende?
Yeah, I've heard that one already. Do you have a room or not? Ah, man, I'm tired as a dog.
Get a drink or get out of my sight.
Okay, I'll take that as a no. Where could I find George?
He's sitting right over there. The obviously thirsty one with an empty glass. You can't miss him, senor. Just follow the tequila stench.
Thanks.
How about a tequila?
Not yet.
Una tequila, senor?
Do you have anything else besides tequila?
¿Qué?
Like beer, for instance? I suppose you do have beer, right?
What, my tequila ain't good enough for you? Hey, it's got the best flavor in town. Homemade.
I'd much rather have a well-cooled beer.
Ugh. A real man drinks tequila.
I don't want to get drunk, I'm just thirsty.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't you try a fruit drink bar then?
Invaluable advice, really.
Ah, I guess you're new around here, right? I can tell. Let's have a drink together?
No thanks, I don't want to drink now. My name is Martin Holland. I've come from Europe and I'm looking for accommodation. We have a common friend. He told me to look you up.
So, who's this person you're talking about?
Francois de Wilde.
Ah, well then, any friend of Francois's is a friend of mine. How's my old pal doing?
I'd rather not talk about that now.
That's all right. I have quite a bit of tequila in me already. But tomorrow you'll tell me about him, agreed?
Sure, but now I'd really like to get some sleep. I've been traveling for over 20 hours.
That won't be a problem. I've got a free room.
So can we leave?
Yeah, why not? I've had enough anyway. Follow me, Martin. So, here we are. The room is upstairs. It's nothing special, but hopefully it will do. Here's the key.
Thanks. How much do I owe you?
Oh, forget about that. You're my guest.
Thanks. I'll go straight to bed.
See you tomorrow. Greetings. Did you sleep well?
As if I were on a cloud. The journey from Europe seemed endless.
Yeah, once I can believe that. So why have you come to Mexico, my friend?
That's a long story.
And what about Francois? I haven't heard about him in 100 years or so.
Well, you see, unfortunately, Uncle Francois is not among us anymore.
Ah, I'm very sorry to hear that. He was a very good friend to me for many years. But that's the way life goes, I guess. Everybody must go at some point in time. Why haven't you told me right away that you're his nephew?
Well, I didn't think the time was right for that.
True. But I also had my head full of tequila yesterday. Thanks for reminding me. I think I'll spend the evening reminiscing about the good old days. If you need anything, just let me know.
I've read in a certain very old journal about the Temple of Jaguar. Would you happen to know exactly where that is?
Ah, you forget you're talking to an old traveler and adventurer, my friend. Sure, I'll describe the location of the temple to you. Listen carefully.
Got it, thanks a lot.
Ah, don't mention it.
My uncle told me about the Temple of Dawn. Do you know where I'd find it?
Oh, of course. We went there together with Francois. It seems like it was just yesterday. Do you happen to have a map of some sort?
Here.
I'll mark its position for you. Follow the road to the west, then along the river as far as to the waterfall. You can't miss it, even from the great distance. It towers high over the whole valley.
Oh, this should do for me. I'll find it. The shelf is full of pond stuff. Most of it is useless junk. A museum piece. I doubt that it still works. Lots of juicy fruit. Later, I might take some to my room before I go to sleep.
Sir is a tourist, see? I've got everything for senior tourists like you. Old statues and talismans, everything very old and authentic.
Right.
Just look around. I got everything you can imagine. Or would you rather care for something to eat?
No thanks, but I kinda like that statue over there. It looks old. Where'd you get it?
Everything is old. Everything is authentic. See.
I'll take it. How much does it cost?
$30. It is very old. $30, see?
30's too much. I'll give you 10.
$20. This statue is authentic and very old, see?
Okay, $20.
Why don't you take these granules for free? They make for a very good oil. Burns nice.
Here's the money. Keep the granules to yourself.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Just more fruit. Dried fruit, spices, and decorated vases. Nothing for me. I need to go to the Temple of Dawn, but I don't have any means of transportation arranged, and there's no way to get there by foot. I noticed a Jeep outside. Do you happen to know who it belongs to? I'd like to rent it.
It's mine. Just borrow it. It's been quite some time since somebody last drove it. I'd love to go with you, just like it was the old days. But I must stay in the shop.
I understand. Thanks for the Jeep.
No problem.
I followed the path as George described it, and soon the silhouette of the monumental Temple of Dawn was before me.
Hi there, friend. My name's Archie. Well, it's Archibald, in fact, but call me Archie. Have you come to admire the beauty of the temple too?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
This place is wonderful, don't you think? It's also exciting and monumental. You know, I longed to go on this journey for years. I managed to save some money and, well, here I am at last. It's too bad Alice couldn't join me for this wonderful trip. I mean, my wife, Alice. You see, she just loves Mexico.
How come you're alone here?
I got a bit delayed. The others already left. Hey, just occurred to me. Could I ask you for a favor? Oh, you see, my wife and I would be extremely delighted if I could at least bring back a picture of that pyramid. You know, she having to stay home and all. Come on.
Well, what prevents you from taking it?
I've already shot 2 rolls of film on the pyramid and its surroundings, but I'd like a picture of the inside too. That would be a real gem to us.
I'd be glad to help you with that, but I've got enough problems of my own.
Come on, mate. It won't cost you anything, and you'll make my wife so happy. She was looking forward to coming here so much, and then had to stay home. She was sick, you see.
Why don't you take the picture yourself anyway?
That archaeologist has given me an hard time. He won't even talk about letting me take photographs in the pyramid. But maybe you could convince him.
Okay then, I'll try, but I'm not promising anything, agreed?
Great! Oh, that's amazing! I really appreciate it. Hey, when you're back, I'll give you something in return. Something I found not far away from that smaller pyramid.
All right, wait here, but it's gonna take me a while.
No problem. There's no way I'd leave without that picture anyway.
Nothing happened. A precisely shaped opening in the stone. A sense of coldness is coming out of it. It has to go really deep. There's no way to see the bottom. There's water at the bottom. Maybe there used to be a supply of drinkable water here sometime in the past. Miscellaneous objects from the site, mostly pottery. Most likely they'll end up in a museum after they've been restored. Good day.
More like a pretty hot day. Where have you come from? You don't look as if you've been here long.
Yes, I arrived yesterday. My name is Martin.
And my name is Pierre. I work here together with Paul and Pedro, our assistant. We've only been here for about a month, not having received our grant too long ago.
And have you found anything interesting yet?
Everything I find is interesting to me. When I imagine I am the first man after thousands of years to hold these things, that's really an amazing feeling.
Oh, I can certainly relate to that. But I have to go now. I don't want to stall you. Good luck with your work here.
Thanks.
Greetings. How's work going?
Well, I guess it would be much better if the weather wasn't as hot. Goddamn forest. Why does the way to the treasure always have to be the worst one? And those mosquitoes, they drive me nuts. One doesn't get to take proper rest even at night.
The way to the treasure?
What? Is that what I say? It must be the heat and all. I mean, the path to knowledge. Archaeology is a beautiful science, am I right?
Certainly, but I don't think it suits you too well. No offense intended.
What you mean?
Take those clothes of yours, for instance. This is your first time in a forest, isn't it?
Well, that's because of my allergy. And none of your business, really. Don't you want something to drink instead of chit-chat?
No, I wouldn't.
A pity. And my tongue tends to stick to my palate all the time.
What's that you're working on, anyway?
We're uncovering the grave of a Mayan king.
What, here? A little inappropriate place, isn't it? You don't know too much about archaeology, do you?
I'm digging 5 feet in the ground, cleaning rocks with a brush, and it seems to you that I don't know what I'm doing?
Exactly. Mayan kings would not be buried in the ground. Can you see this huge thing right next to us? It's called a pyramid. And this is where the Mayan kings lie.
Okay, you're right. Archaeology isn't exactly my cup of tea. Frankly, I find it pretty annoying. In fact, I'm sick of it.
So, what are you doing here?
Very well then. I'll tell you why I'm here. It's not like I can do this on my own anyway. But not a word to anyone else about this. Is that clear?
I'll keep my mouth shut.
I didn't come to dig through this filth. I'm not loco like those other two. I am here to get rich so that I can spend the rest of my life doing nothing. And this pyramid holds more gold than I have ever dreamed of.
Okay. I'll tell you something too. My only goal here is to get inside that pyramid.
Sounds like we can help each other out, eh?
Works for me.
But I get the larger share.
I'm not interested in gold.
What? You expect me to believe that?
Well, it's a long story. You'll just have to believe me.
All right, suits me. Listen up. I think I know how to get inside. I found a type of opening mechanism.
Okay, we'll do it tonight. I have no time to waste.
Agreed. The sooner I disappear, the better. Come to the temple entrance after nightfall. I will be waiting.
I'll be there.
Stop talking to me now before my colleague becomes suspicious.
It symbolizes the immortal guardian of the temple. This statue hosts a drum of some sort, and it doesn't seem to belong here. It won't move. I can't seem to pull it out. The statue has a strange opening in place of a nose. The Temple of Dawn, a monumental piece of architecture.
What are you doing here?
I'd like to examine the inside of the temple. Very interesting, isn't it?
Sorry, but I can't be stuck here explaining the Mayan history to tourists.
Oh, no, you got that all wrong. We're basically colleagues.
Really?
I studied archaeology and linguistics in France and North America.
In that case, you are welcome, colleague, if you don't mind my addressing you that way. Please, accept my apology. One does not run into too many kindred spirits around here.
That's okay. I can understand you need to concentrate.
Yes, that's true. My name is Paul Vasquez.
Martin Holland, how do you do?
I've spent the last few days trying to understand this text that speaks of the grave of an ancient king, or more accurately, the immortal king. Maybe you could help me out. What do you think?
Gladly. Why not? I quickly made friends with Paul. He appreciated my knowledge. The relief took us a lot of time, but in the end, our studiousness paid off. The ancient text spoke of a god who shall return as immortal to bring his people back to the swing of prosperity in the new age.
I really can't thank you enough, Martin. I was stuck with the text for 3 days until you showed up.
Oh, don't mention it.
I will just finish my notes and wrap it up for today. May I invite you for dinner under the open sky? Just my way of saying thanks. How about this evening, down in the camp?
Thanks, but I can't do it this evening. I'll have to turn down your invitation.
That's a pity. Well, Feel free to let me know if you change your mind, though.
Thank you. The sun lent its name to this temple. Old symbols are engraved around the prism, one for each season of the year. I don't know what exactly they used to be good for. I've got a small favor to ask, Paul. I'd like to take a picture of the inside of the temple if you don't mind.
I can't exactly say I'm keen on that, but okay. You've helped me, and I owe you. But could you do one more thing for me?
Sure.
I need from the main site certain stone scraps that we found not long ago. I'd like to compare them with my notes. All you need to do is tell my colleague that I've sent you.
I understand.
I'd ask him myself, but I don't want him to leave the site for the tourists to mess about, you see.
Of course, I'll bring them.
Thanks.
Here you go, the inside of the pyramid in all its glory.
Amazing! My Alice and I thank you very much.
You're welcome, that was nothing really.
Here, take this object I told you about. It looks old and no use to me. Hey, and thanks again. I've got to pack up and arrange for some sort of transportation in my group.
Bye, and thanks.
No problem. Cheers. Have a great day.
Who's this Pedro? Does he belong to your group?
Well, not really. He's only joined us as an assistant. He doesn't really follow archaeology, but he works on zero pay, so he's just here with us.
A bit strange that he works for free, isn't it?
He's an amateur, but he says archaeology is a great hobby to him. Well, if he wants to learn something, why not?
Paul sent me to fetch something for him.
Yes, I know. He already let me know on the radio. I've put it all over there. Just bring him the whole box. And please, be careful. Those scraps are very fragile.
Sure, I'll watch out. Here's the stuff you wanted me to bring from the site.
Excellent. Thanks. Can you put it on the ground carefully?
Sure. With a bit of luck, this statue might fit the opening. It's almost the right size. It snapped into place perfectly, but nothing happened.